And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, HOU-G. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ha-Sung Kim, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So next up for Houston, Nathan Lucas. Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Now move to first. Kim back in on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases, his 24th home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And here is Austin Hayes. And the first offering is not close. Still only one out here in the inning. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Gavin Sheets up next for the Astros. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, HOU-Williams. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy went deep in the ball game last night. Turner runs. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Muncy hits one in the air. Hayes has it sized up. Puts it away for the out. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Man at second. And another ball. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now and even in the postseason. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Turner, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And there's a ball. Full count pitch, he'll have to wait. Time called to the plate. On the ground. Oh, he gloves it to his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Josh Bell at the plate now. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Little chopper rolls foul. Two outs with a runner at third. And the sweeper misses. And a foul ball. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the 2-2. Got him. That's the third out. Inning over. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Colt Keith. Houser back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Royce.
Here's Royce Lewis. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Runner takes off. It's in and out of his glove. And they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1-0.
Tap foul at the plate. And that
Ball 2.
misses. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the
Ball
zone.
1, no strike.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Next
That's
pitch
ball 2.
misses, and now 2-0.
Well, out there
2
on the
balls,
mound, he's got to
no
go
strike.
right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final
That's ball
out, get
3.
out of this inning.
3
Ha-Sung
balls,
Kim
no
up
strike.
next for the Astros. So now 2
Nope,
on
that's ball 4.
and
Take
2
your bet.
outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ha-Sung Kim up next for the Astros. Hard hit to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's Trout.
The right fielder, Mike Trout.
Inside, and that is ball 1. There's the strike at the knees.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Batting 6.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his
He's
own.
out.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France. Foul ball there. That
Ball
one
1.
missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We played 2 full. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Lucas, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
One
That
ball,
missed by a
2
lot.
strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's
Ball
down
2.
and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One out, base is empty. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Up the middle, and that one handled, and that takes care of Alonso. And now it's Austin Hayes. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Not even close there. 2-1. That one the other way. And the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Kim with the throw to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
The left fielder, Jalen Lyle.
And now for Seattle, Dalen Lyle. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that drops in for a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Trey Turner now, 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Yeah,
Ball
some
one,
guys
down.
just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
0-2
Lyle,
down.
the runner at second with one away.
Ball one.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Man at second. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Here comes Max Muncy. Fly to left his first time. Just off the inside edge.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
1 strike.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 strike.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Sheets.
And takes low for ball 1. Foul ball. And that one is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Popped in the air. Left field. Lyle under it. Makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cole Keith.
Colt Keith digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. This to third, fair ball. Royce Lewis, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone,
Ball 1.
and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Man at first, 1 away. Pulls that one foul. 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And
No,
misses
that's off the plate.
inside.
Ball 2.
Got him looking. That kills his third of the game. Now, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So the Astros lead 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Now he breaks his bat. And they tag him out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Josh.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one hit to right. Lucas makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Struck out swinging his first time. That's down and in. The 1-0. And that is out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Two down, nobody on. Misses inside. The count now 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Houser back to work. Right through there for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 out, space is empty. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. That's down and in. A slider missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And another
Outside,
ball. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
This one in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Austin Hayes up next for the Astros. Ripped towards third. Takes it to the base for the force out. That ends the frame. 2 left for the Astros, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And there's a ball.
Well, these Mariners looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That's in there. Strike 1.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Next pitch is outside. High fly ball out to left field. Hayes has it sized up. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
And up next for Seattle, Ty France. His first at bat was a strikeout. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
The Astros up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. And the sweeper is off the plate. And it's even up. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Next one just misses. And now 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas sizing this one up. makes the grab for the second out.
The catcher, number 55.
Now the Mariners catcher, Tyler Heineman, grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Way out front for strike 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Gavin
Sheets goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
That one hooked foul. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball could be 2. The underhand flip. There's 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up next, Royce Lewis.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Tosses across to first. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. And we're back, bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dalen Lyle. On the ground at first, Alonso takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Trey Turner. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one missing inside. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on foot.
Turner runs. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that makes it 60 steals for him on the season. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Up the middle. Save! To the plate, save! And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Josh Bell. 0 for 2 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Buxton on the run. Ripped to third. Toss to Alonso. And the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. Back in Seattle, all set for the start of the inning. And so out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Just missed.
1-0.
On the ground to the left. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first. Rutschman retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. First offering misses badly for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. There's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one way outside, and it's 2-2. Stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. 1 for 3. That one outside, and that's ball 1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Taylor.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
France swings through it for strike one. That one drilled left field. And there are 2 outs.
The catcher, number 55.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Heineman.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu up and loosening in the pen. Shagwa getting loose as well. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Reed Detmers.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
In the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Out to short, Kim. They take the force out. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. So a strong showing there from the Houston bullpen. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Adrian Morejon.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that one popped in the air, left field. 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
1 down, base is empty. That's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And he chases that one. 2 away. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nabs it, and that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 2-1. They hand the ball over to a new arm, JT Shagwa.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
So back to the top of the order, and now the shortstop, Trey Turner. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Looking to get the tying run on base. On the run, throw to first. Out on a bang-bang play.
That right there is exactly why he's one of the elite third basemen in the game. Great release and strong throw to get a guy with lots of speed going up the line.
Here's Max Muncy. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas under it. And that will end the inning. Offense held in check there. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the ninth at the plate. Gavin Sheets. Morejon back to work. That's in there. Strike one. Morejon, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Keith stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And next to hit for Houston, Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. That's to third. Muncy slings to first, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. So they turn to their closer, Brian Abreu.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Bell swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
One-run game, bottom 9.
Nope.
And that's
inside.
off the inside edge. 1-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Now batting the right fielder.
Here's Mike Trout.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1
0-1.
count.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Got him swinging for the K. Now only one out remaining. Jeff McNeil up next for the Mariners. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And a swing and a miss.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
One ball,
that misses.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. The M's down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.